Welcome back, Mr. Anderson. My name is Neo. Welcome back, and I thought I'd just show you the latest kitbash figure that I've just got the head sculpt today. The body is a Hot Toys body, an old one from the Hudson figure I had. The clothing is mostly from the N2 Toys Neo, namely the overcoat and the shirt. The combat pants were from eBay, they were just cheapy ones, and the boots are from the N2 Toys. They've had a bit of a black wash because they were very toyish, so I think they look a bit nicer now. Yeah, I just wanted to do a quick little video. Might do a few of these. This one might cover it all, I don't know. But just wanted to give my thoughts on the kit bashing side of things, and you know, if anybody's new to the hobby, maybe they can glean something from my wisdom. As you can see together, these figures present one problem, and that is getting the right bodies. This Agent Smith one's a kit bash, and he's on one of the worst bodies I think I've had. It's nearly as bad as, you know, those bodies that are held together with elastic bands, the really cheapy ones. I don't think it's as bad as that. It might even be one of them, I'm not sure, but it's bad. It won't hold a pose, and it's obviously too short. So that's one of the points I wanted to make, get the right body. But number one on my list is plan your budget and the work that's going to be put into it. Obviously, it's pretty self-explanatory. How much is it going to cost you to make a certain figure? You know, this one I paid not a lot for the N2 Toys figure. It was like 15-20 quid years ago. Been meaning to put the figure together for years and I just haven't got around to it. Partly because of the budget side of it. I knew that the gun rigging setup, which I've bought and it's on its way, would cost me a fair bit, and head sculpt at the time there wasn't a decent enough one that I liked. This one seems to be a copy of the iMini-Me one, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, that's another point I'll come back to. Maybe on this video, maybe another one. But plan how much it's going to cost. I mean, I paid a tenner for just one of those guns. Ridiculous. They're not worth a tenner. Maybe a couple of quid tops, but I wanted it. So the head I got for about 28 quid delivered. That's another thing. Don't rush into buying things. You know, do your research. If you want it and you can't wait, and there's a buy it now for, you might save for $10, you might save a bit more. But yeah, just check sold listings and see how much things go for. So, and obviously plan how much time it's going to take you to make or to acquire all the bits. So that's that. Research, find prices, check feedback. There's a lot of recasts going about at the moment. This one, as I said, I think it's a recast of an iMini-Me one. This one is a resin one. I see a video recently, somebody was talking a load of waffle about PVC and resin heads and smashing them up with hammers, and I don't advise you smash any head sculpts up with a hammer. I have done in the past out of frustration, but this head sculpt is resin, and yes, it will chip, but I think the paintwork on it is really good, and I think it's actually worth, it's, you know, it's worth the money I paid for it. Skin tone's very nice. It's a lot like the Johnny Chunking Man Rocky. It's got nice freckling. It reminds me of that type of paintwork. It's not as good, but it is very good, very good. And I bought that off a guy on eBay, goes under the name Enjoy. Some of his sculpts don't look great. He's got a recast of the I Mini Me Patrick Bateman Screaming sculpt. That doesn't look great, but in hand it might look better. So anyway, so yeah, do you check out people's feedback, see if they're selling crappy products. I mean, some of his sculpts look a little bit source right body, head, no head. That's another thing, I'm not too keen on this one. I would like a necklace version of this if possible, because you see the joint there, I'll have to either pad out the shoulders to raise the shirt up so you don't get that shit neck joint every time you want to pose it. So there's that. Obviously there's more work if you have to cut the neck off. And the main one that I've come to realise lately is, a lot of the time, do I actually want this figure? Now this one I've wanted for quite a while. It's one of my favourite films, I do like it. And part of me's thought, should I bother? Somebody will probably do a version of it that I can afford, and nobody has yet. There was one recently that was supposed to be made, but that didn't happen, so I thought, fuck it, I'm going to do it. Anyway, yeah, do I want this figure? If no, how much will it sell for? Because I've had that problem a lot lately. I've made figures, it's quite fun to make them and get them finished, and then I'm like, do I actually want this figure? No, I like the film and everything, but I don't really want to be looking at it every day, so a lot of these figures stay boxed unless they're favourite films. So you have to ask yourself that, really. Are you doing it just for the sake of doing it? If it's a cool character, or you've seen somebody like Elvis do one and it's gone for fucking $400, $500, you ain't going to get that with your cheap ass kit bash. Nobody's going to want it, especially if it's not a popular film. So you got to ask yourself all these sort of questions. Are, if you're going to make a figure and you're going to put time and money into it, is it actually worth it? Look at this little short ass Agent Smith. Coincidentally, he is sporting the Red Skull sculpt that was sculpted by K.A. Kim. Interesting fact. And yeah, we'll have to wait and see what's happening with her and that company. They've got a forum up now apparently, and I'd be a bit dubious about putting my details into that. Just more information they got about you, these people. I don't trust it, to be honest. I think it's a bit of a scam. But there's lots of money to be made out of custom figures. There's I Mini Me and Rain Man, and some of the other customizers I've mentioned before. They all make a nice little bit of bunts out of it. So I'm just going to end the video here because I'm talking spitefulness, and I'll be coming back a bit later and showing you a couple of my custom kit bash figures that I do actually like, and I am actually having a hard time sending out because they look absolutely lovely. No, they'll be sent out soon, and yeah, I want to take some nice pictures to remember them by. Had a lot of fun doing them, so it is a good side to the kit bashing. I'll give you a sneak peek. Why not? Hello, Dave. Are you watching, Dave? Do you like my pegs, Dave? I'll be coming to see you soon, Dave. And to Sven. Hello, Sven. I know you like this Popeye, so he's coming to live with you. So thanks to Sven and thanks to Dave for all your support on my channel and keeping me entertained with your comments. And as a thank you, those two figures will be coming out to you too. And yeah, I might do a little video on them later. Don't really have to now. I've done it. But yeah, I might show them in a bit more detail. A lot of work's gone into them. A lot of work and a lot of love, so I hope you guys appreciate them. Anyway, I love you guys. Anyway, I'll talk to you soon. Alright, bye.